Y ahí ponemos grabación de vuelta. Me falta un capítulo, es el último capítulo. Incitando al lobo. Jugar. Provecho. Nada, se decía a sí mismo, ¿viste?
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Ahí.
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister.
Vos tenés tu agua allá. Allá tenés tu agua. Allá está tu agua. Esta es mi agua. Esta es mi agua. Tu agua está allá. Esta es mía.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
¿Por qué quiere tomar la botella, boludo? No sé qué onda.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Esta es mi agua.
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Miro disc.
Oh God, Bigby!
Miro, a ver.
This time was no joke.
A ver qué pasó en Discord. Ah, la Bioshock Collection. Sí, la tengo, boludo, la tengo. La tengo en Steam. Yo la pasé toda, está cheto, boludo. Sí, la... Se retiró la gastada. Se hizo verga, me parece. Clave, boludo. Clave la Bioshock. Encima deben ser todos los dos remasterizados. Piolita, boludo.
metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive.
¿Qué onda antes a todo esto? ¿Cómo va?
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Vaya. ¿Cómo están? Todo bien acá. Terminando el The Wolf Among Us. Bim, 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 bim. Piribim. Din, 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 din. Din, 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 din. ¿Recién te despertabas? Buen día, Dante. Buen día. ¿Cómo pasaste tu 25 de mayo? Hablando de eso, pensé que tenía la escarapela puesta todavía, boludo. Dije, mira, me olvidé de sacar la escarapela, boludo.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Hoy es 25 de mayo, ¿se puede saber por qué demonios no lleva puesta una escarapela?
No sé si sacarlo eso o si dejarlo. El del 25 de mayo. Y quedando más piñas con gente, nice. Yo lo sacaría, yo creo que lo sacaría.
Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Trataste de matarme, tú mataste a esas mujeres, estás destruyendo la
You're
ciudad.
destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man,
puedes jugar conmigo.
well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Dios, boludo. Esta gata me va a matar. Naye.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Las asesiné.
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fuck...
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
¿Se va a
I'll
transformar?
roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Vamos a tener que pelear, boludo.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Es una manga de traidores estos, boludo.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Boludo. Dale, 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 dale.
Oh, God. This way.
¿No me los puedo llevar? Ah, bueno, está bien. ¿Cómo que se le cayó el ojo? En esa pista suena música de CSI Miami. ¿Cómo que se le cayó el ojo? ¿Puede decir que tiene el párpado? No sé, no entendí. No entendí lo del ojo.
Shit.
I know.
¿Lo decís por el viejo que tiene como el párpado caído? Jodete por tener tracción trasera, boluda. No, pero la puta que los parió. Dios, boludo, se escucha demasiado fuerte esto. Por favor, basta. Basta de que se escuche tan fuerte, basta. Che, salí de ahí. Salí. Dios santo, loco, la concha de la madre, quédate de verga. No puede ser que no entienda. Che, te voy a encerrar en una caja. Te voy a encerrar en una caja. Te voy a encerrar en una jaula para que no rompas las bolas. Ya, era el peor dueño, ¿viste? En mi cara, amigo. Boludo. Pero la puta madre. Che. ¡Ah! ¡Qué fuerte! ¡Dios! ¡Juego de mierda! Bueno, estaba resacado por todo. Boludo, pero por favor, ¿por qué está tan fuerte de golpe? Y después hablan todo bajito. Ay. Una tate quieta, boludo. No le voy a pegar a la gata. Pero que se quede quieta, un segundo. La saqué 200 veces de donde están todas las cajas que tengo. Que se quede quieta. Pegale con las cajas. Tendría que hacer eso, ¿no? O agarro un peluchito. Sí, hay un gameplay de Skyrim de fondo. Agarro un peluche o un gato. Y cuando se mete ahí lo cago a palo el peluche, boludo. Claro, una puñalada al peluche, boludo.
Fuck! What was that?
No sabía cuál tenía que elegir, boludo. No entendí cuál era. Vamos a abrir la puerta. Tengo tiempo, boludo. Salí volando. Qué raro cómo corre, boludo.
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do
¿Y
it.
los subtítulos?
He's not moving.
Keep going.
Come on.
Fuck it.
¿Tiene la parte? ¿Es el DLC? Ah, ok, ok. No sabía que hay que comprarlo, boludo. Pero ni siquiera, tipo, último ponerme subtítulos en inglés, ¿viste? No, ni siquiera. Para, ahí está, la sangre está.
Holy shit.
¿Qué? Si no, la única, la que tengo que hacer es traer al perro, boludo. Traigo al perro que está acá jugando con ella. Menos mal que encontré la misma ropa, boludo. Sí, no, te juro.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Me parece que este chabón...
Georgie, can you stand up?
Este chabón no es una criatura mágica.
Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault.
Está todo lo más bien con vos, capo.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then? You fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck?
Pero ¿por qué no cuenta toda la
I
historia?
did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
No lo hace como 10 minutos o más. Estoy sin emitir palabras.
If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead.
Estoy haciendo esos gameplays no comentados.
Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really.
Just shut up.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
¿Va a tirar del lazo?
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no.
Ah, es como instantáneo el corte.
No, 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 no.
Che.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Se va a morir él también.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up.
Y los instantíneos ahí.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
Ay, Dios, boludo, por favor.
Just make it quick.
Dejarlo morir, matarlo.
I know what I did.
All right, Georgie.
Pensé que pegándole un tiro iba a matarlo más rápido. Que arrancándole más los intestinos. Me parece que, o sea, eso era matarlo más... De manera más dolorosa, me parece. Morgana. Tenés que cortarlo a poco. Nada, no lo iba a torturar, boludo. No soy ese tipo de gente, boludo. Antes lo era, ahora ya no. Ay, what the fuck, quedó la tele ahí, boludo. Pensé que lo había apagado. Apagado yo y ya. Anda a dormir. Anda a dormir. ¿No hay nada por acá? Este será el final. Y ya es el último capítulo. O sea, ya lo debo estar por terminar en un rato. No sé en cuánto.
Big Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Son todas estas fotos, boludo. Acá una pelea.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Ay, boludo, dale, muévete. Cuando hacen esos cambios de cámara, boludo, tengo que estar soltando el joystick y volver a mover.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
La Bloody Mary. Para mí, boludo, esto es re raro, porque es un creepypasta esto. ¿Qué hace acá? No es un cuento, una fábula, o sí es una fábula.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
Ah, me lo decís a mi hija de puta que me golpeaste de espalda, la concha de tu madre. Me venís a hacer peleas con deshonor, hija de puta. No, sí, en la que la veo la cago a bife, boludo. Apaga la luz. ¿Por qué te se esconden los reflejos, boludo, de las cosas? Qué hija de mil puta, boludo. Está haciendo ruido a propósito. ¡Sí! ¡Salí de ahí! Vale. Dios, boludo. ¿Qué vas a jugar después de esto? No sé. Ahora veo, voy a ver en Steam lo que tengo. Y veremos qué jugamos. ¡Basta! ¡Dios! Pero si apreté, boludo. ¡Che! No, amigo, te juro que me saca la gata. Me saca, boludo. Ya vengo. Vení para acá. Vení. Vení. Pero ¿ves lo que digo, boludo? ¿Ves lo que digo? Que me levanto para sacarla de ahí. Dejala, boludo. ¿Qué dejala? Le voy a sacar de la pieza. Me levanto para sacarla de donde se está metiendo. Y sale escapando. Porque sabe que no tiene que estar ahí, boludo. Ella sabe que no tiene que estar ahí. No, no tengo llave. ¿Quién tiene llave en la puerta de la pieza, boludo? Un psicópata perseguido. Y un boludo, si se retransformó. Fuera de la pieza ahora. Listo. No tengo más gata. La saqué de la pieza. Una maniobra sin privacidad echando llave. Pero boludo, ¿sus viejos no golpean la puerta antes de entrar? O sea, en mi pieza no entran, boludo. Y te corta todo. Sí, no sé. O sea, la verdad que no pensé en que Bloody Mary me toque la pija. Pero sí, varón, es muy probable que te corte la pija. Sí, ya sé que no vivís con tus viejos, boludo. Pero, o sea, ¿qué me voy a andar poniéndole llave a la puerta, boludo, para hacerme una paja? Y bueno, pero tu hermana tiene que saber que tiene que tocar la puerta antes de entrar. O sea, al fin y al cabo es tu pieza. Si ella te ve haciendo eso, es porque no respeta tu privacidad. Corta. Como que estoy ahí y es como, ¿qué haces entrando sin golpear, pedazo de pelotuda? Le digo. Corta. Unos conchas de su madre. Y bueno, boludo. Ahí es entendible que tengas que poner llave. Pero no, yo no le pondría llave a la puerta de mi pieza, boludo. Son bardo. Claro, además eso, si te llega a ver haciéndote la paja, no va a entrar más sin golpear. Antes, en la pieza que tenía antes, la cerraban con llave cuando nos íbamos a la costa. Cuando nos íbamos a la costa cerraban con llave las puertas de las habitaciones. Por las dudas, ¿viste? No, boludo, linchada. Arre, de la nada pelaba al lobo, tipo. No, boludo, ese es el lobo que me convierto yo, boludo. Soy un lobo solitario, boludo. Boludo, los memes de los lobos me causan un poco de gracia. Pues son tipo como las imágenes de antes, pero como un poquito más cursi, es un poco gracioso. Siento que están alargando esta pelea un poquito, Y el... ¿Será que este lobo es una mezcla del lobo de la Caperucita Roja y el lobo de los tres chanchitos? Bueno. Y el lobo sopló y sopló. Y su casa destrozó. Y el chanchito dijo: soplame los huevos, lobo. ¿Era la verdadera esa? Soy un lobo solitario, boludo. Spectre. ¿Ahora estoy en pija? Ah, le quedaba la ropa ahí, ¿viste? Se la... No, el viejo.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
Dímelo ahora, no estarás vivo.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
Pero las mandaste a matar.
I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Bullshit. I already talked to Georgie. I know you ordered their deaths.
Mr. Porgy is mistaken, I assure you. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot
Hombre de
you have to
negocios.
answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
Nah, no voy a responder nada.
Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work. What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think?
No lo vamos a matar. Le dijimos que no la íbamos a matar.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Corta la chomba.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
¿Qué hacía el carnicero acá? Estaban todos acá encima.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Siento que era la verdadera mala va a ser esta, boludo. No sé por qué.
Back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm
A todo esto
concerned
yo también soy un asesino. Yo tendría que estar preso también. Por más que policía que sea, detective, lo que sea.
I was told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
¿Vos sos la ley?
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
No sé qué poner.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on with
but we
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
¿Cómo duerme ese tipo? ¿Quién?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
¿El del ojo suelto?
When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I
Y
more
le quedara el ojo abierto,
I asked
boludo.
you questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Mejor ellos no querían protegerte.
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What
Sí, se
about
gastaba
Nancy Greenleaf?
la guita,
Her
pero...
story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Ni idea.
And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
Sí, estamos haciendo esto para protegerlos y le arranqué el brazo a uno, pero bueno, no importa.
This man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Aplaudía.
Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie killed
Let me
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
Snow had nothing to do with it.
Sorry.
We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Estoy aburriendo bastante. Siento que están haciendo un poco largo esto, boludo.
You won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our
Unos 20 minutos atrás.
world, and ever since.
No, la piba me dijo que lo traiga vivo.
Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up.
Oh.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly
Bien, ella quería que todas fueran libres.
to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Dios, boludo. No.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's
Ni que
your
fuera un
call.
supervillano para escapar de prisión y destruir las
Do
literal.
what you think is right.
Es un viejo nomás. Yo tengo que decidir, boludo. Encerrarlo, tirarlo al pozo, arrancarle la cabeza. Pará. Arrancarle la cabeza sería un montón. Sería graciosísimo igual, pero sería un montón. ¿Lo tiro al pozo? ¿Lo tiro al pozo o lo encerramos? Ya murió mucha gente, boludo. Murió mucha gente ya como para andar matando. Encerrarlo. Yo creo que sí, yo creo que lo encerraría. Arrancarle la cabeza suena bien, suena tentador, boludo. Yo lo encerraría en una prisión para siempre y que se vuelva loco. Pasa que estas criaturas son inmortales. O sea, vos los encerrás en una prisión y van a quedar literal para toda la vida encerrado. Para toda la vida. Vamos a decidir encerrarlo, boludo. Vamos a hacer la decisión sensata, boludo.
Just fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm
not this way.
Ah. Yo soy un hombre lobo, o sea, no tenés la fuerza como para...
hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Tira, toma. Anda de la concha de tu madre, boludo.
Now, you're going to miss me.
Anda de la concha de tu madre, boludo.
No, I won't.
Iba, o sea, iba a ser buena persona, boludo. Iba a ser buena persona. Pero el hijo de mil puta le pintó esa, boludo. Ándate a la concha de tu madre.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Encierro total, que el siguiente idiota se ocupe de él. Ya está, ahora. Ay, boludo, se me bugueó.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Se me bugueó, boludo, este juego. Tengo que ir al menú principal, volver a cargarlo. No, pero si le arrancaba en la cabeza iba a ser mucho más traumático para todos. Iba a ser un montón. Tampoco quiero hacer el camino del sádico. Se guardó. Es que igual si no se guardaba estaba bugueado, así que... Sí, sí se guardó. Había que salir igual, no había manera de arreglarlo. Ya me pasó antes.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
¿Y qué fue la animación anterior, boludo, con el chancho? Entrando así con algo en la mano, en la boca, boludo.
This fucking line.
Tipo, nada que ver.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
¿Una joya? Ah, no la vi.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Ah, supongo que acá aparece el chancho. Ahí está.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Me guiñaba el ojo. ¿Pasa algo ahí? ¿Cómo que pasa algo? ¿Con el pelado y la mina? No, no. Pero me tienen como un poco de bronca el chabón, me parece. ¿Puedo decir que tipo sexo? No. No es por ahí, me parece.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
We forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Lamento todo esto. Traté de ayudar.
Just go grab that, would you?
¿Qué lo llevan a la granja?
I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White,
Capo, capo, ¿cómo sabías que te quiero mucho? Sí, lo sabía, boludo, gracias. Ya, le decía nada, ¿viste?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me. And she said she liked that one the best.
¿Viste el mensaje de tu viejo, viste? Le mandabas tipo un te quiero paz y tu viejo.
They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it
¿Por qué
like
me pone
at the
que TJ
farm?
recordará esto si es el
I've
último
heard
capítulo
ogres
ya?
live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go?
Sí, tu viejo ahí.
Stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Pero yo no lo acusé, boludo. ¿Por qué de la nada está ahí? Che, se puede sacar el lazo ella igual si quiere ya, creo.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay.
¿Sabes qué quería? Me tentaba mucho, tipo, tirar del lazo, boludo. Y sería muy gracioso que tire del lazo y le corte la cabeza. Y, tipo, es como que quede ahí el juego y termina. Nada, sería muy gracioso.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Pero no lo voy a hacer. Si la mina se lo quiere quedar porque tiene miedo o lo que sea.
What happened to Faith and Lily? I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess What's done is done.
O sea que el pelado del viejo no tenía nada que ver.
Get away with it because of a stupid technicality, especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
Espera. Encontré el amor y está lejos, pero todo sea por la waifu que vicia Fighting Games. Va. No lo hagas, Dante. Esas son las que cuando menos lo esperás. Cuando menos te lo esperás, ¿qué pasa? Esas son de las que cuando menos te lo esperás y... ¿terminá? Ah, acá un combo y te rompe el cuello. Sí. Puede ser. Era así que haciéndose pasar por mujer de nuevo. De nuevo. Ya, tipo, al varón le había pasado más de una vez de hablar con una mina y que terminaba haciendo sick, ¿viste? Lo hizo otra vez, este hijo de puta. ¿Cuánto aceite usan para las papas fritas? No cocino papas fritas. No me gusta comer frito. Me cae mal. La idea es que las papas queden cubiertas de aceite. Eso ya lo vas a ir viendo vos. Por lo general cuando hago papas las hago al horno. Vive en Jujuy y bueno, boludo. Es un bondi, boludo. Un bondi o un avión. Bueno. O sea, lo que tenés que hacer para las papas fritas es que las papas queden bañadas, tipo... No dejes que las papas queden tipo apoyadas en aceite. ¿Se entiende lo que digo? Ahora no estoy leyendo nada de lo que me está diciendo la mina. Pero no dejes que las papas queden apoyadas en el aceite, sino que queden como flotando. Vuelta y vuelta, no. La idea de la papa frita es que queden como remojadas con el aceite. No que queden tipo apoyadas nomás. No puedes poner papas fritas y aceite y que la mitad de la papa quede cubierta, boludo. La papa tiene que estar tipo toda bañada en el aceite. Porque si no va a absorber más aceite y se puede terminar quemando también el aceite y te va a caer peor. ¿Qué carajo decís? La verdad, boludo. Eso no volverá a pasar. Siento que hayas tenido que hacer eso. Y las das vuelta. No, boludo. No flashes. Hay que usar bastante aceite, boludo, cuando cocinas con fritos, pues. Si la viñas chupan todo el aceite. No. No. Es peor cuando las haces vuelta y vuelta. Pero boludo, no como papas fritas, pero sé cocinar, pajero. Estudié cocina. Pedazo de panflín. Y para el puré, ¿cuánto tiempo esperan a que se caliente la papa? Cuando las pinchás y las sentís blanditas. Así. Laburé en un Mac. Y justamente, boludo, en el Mac, Dios, boludo, me hacen discutir y no puedo leer esto. Boludo, cuando haces las papas en el Mac, literal, las apoyás con la freidora. Tiki. Quilazo. No respondo nada, boludo, ahora. Me pasa de chupavergas.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it.
Quilazo, pedazo de gobir, boludo. Me hacen enojar, boludo. Me quieren decir que no tengo razón, boludo. Cuando claramente tengo la razón, boludo. Me enojo, boludo, me enojo. Por si acaso haré puré.
And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
No tienen ni idea, boludo.
You've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Pero no tenés razón, Chesop, la tiene Simón. Pero son las dos mismas personas. ¿De qué me estás hablando? Ni sé de qué hablaron estos, boludo. Más no leo nada. Y las empanadas fritas, ¿qué onda? Es lo mismo. Todo lo que hagas en aceite, la idea es bañarlos en aceite. ¿Se entiende? O sea, ahora cuando termine esto les explico bien.
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom. They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
No fritas, se pueden comer fritas, boludo.
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
O sea, ir tras ella, dejarla ir. La dejo ir, boludo. Ella se quiere ir, boludo. Allá la están bañando. Sí, allá le están bañando el orto de leche a tu germo, boludo. Concha de sus madres, boludo. Pero está mal. ¿Qué está mal, boludo? Comer frito no está mal. Comer frito en exceso está mal.
I'll see you around.
Comer frito no está mal. See you around, Wolf. Boludo, me hacen calentar, boludo. Me hacen calentar, boludo. No entendí un pingo de lo que pasó en el final del juego. Estaba la mina hablando, no entendí nada, boludo. Atentamente, el que no come frito. No como frito por lo general. Ayer comí 3 empanadas fritas a todo esto. Así que... no se me vengan a hacer los piola, boludo. Qué sé yo, qué dice acá, qué sé yo. Ah, mira, acá están los cómics. Fables. Me hace mal, boludo. Literal, ayer comí las 3 empanadas y me dolía la cabeza. Es que por lo general no como frito, además.